This is a recording to help show the Bezigon tool in freehand. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my freehand program. There it is, and begin to show you how this works. The Bezigon tool is located right here. It's actually in the same location as the pen tool. So by just clicking on my menu, then I can pick that one, and there it is. The Bezigon tool basically plots anchor points, and I kind of look at it like a child's dot-to-dot drawing, because the way it does is by laying down the points first, and then the curvature of the path is plotted by the computer or by freehand, whereas with the pen tool, the points are laid down and then curvatures are set by the user. And so in some cases, what the advantage of is here is that the user has less coordinating with being accurate, having symmetry, that kind of thing, compared to the Bezigon tool. So I'm just going to do a really quick demonstration to show how this works. And I'm laying down some paths here. Now I'm just using straight corner points. However, if I hold down the Alt key, it will change to a curve point, and what it's doing is, as long as I'm holding down my mouse key, it will move with me, and it won't lay the lay the point down until I let go. So if I let go here, and by the way, I'm holding down the Alt key to make a curved path. So I'm going to let go now. It lays it down, and I'm going to connect my point here, and you'll see that even though it's straight right here, it's actually waiting to determine the curvature based on where I make my next point. So I click it like that, and I now have a pie slice. So I'm going to delete that, and let's try this again. So this time I'm going to just hold down the Alt key and with all my points. So I click here, I'm clicking here, and you can see it's, even though it's a curved point, it's giving me a straight line until until it knows what I'm going to do with my next point. Now the curve point, and it's slowly reshaping itself, again waiting on the following point in order to determine where to end. So boom, I bring that together and I get this shape. Now if I was to do this with the pen tool and try to recreate that shape, it would be a bit different, because I am having to guess how I want this shape to look. And so let's see here, actually. There we go. That's more like it. I'm still getting confused between the two tools. And I am just guessing at how best to do this. What it's showing you is that in many ways that in getting a better or more accurate shape, I can use the Bezigon tool, because down here I relied entirely upon using the my guessing as what was going to be the best place to put it. So the best thing that this does is work with tracings. It's going to, let's see, let me go ahead and delete these, and I'm going to bring up an image to trace with. There we go. And this is more the style of how freehand users will use the Bezigon tool. So let me go back to it. And again, using certain modifier keys is what I can get the best shapes with. As I start to click, let's say I'm going to go ahead and just make a different color here. I'll use red. And I lay down my first point, which is just going to be a corner point. Now hold down the Alt key or Option key on the Mac and lay that point right there to get my curve, and then go back to a corner point, and boom, what it does is it gives me a perfect curvature. And I can go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and trace the hair here. There's a little bit of a curve in here, so I'm going to go ahead and add a curve point. Hold down the Alt key. There we go, and click here. A little bit of a curve point there. I'll do that, and then put another corner point, And there's got a curve here. There we go, curve here. Curve here. And I'm switching back and forth between my modifier keys. Let's see, let me get a curve point, connector, straight, curve, straight point, I'm sorry, corner point. You can also move very fast in this, which I really like. Also, a lot of new users who are new to vector paths and using tools will use this. I did when I first started. Let's see, that's not correct. I need a corner point. There we go. And now curved. I used this when I was first starting out doing vector drawing, and before switching to the pen tool. So in many ways, this is the ideal tool for newbies. And there you go. That's how it works. I have laid out my paths for the hair on this image, and as you can see, it's pretty clean. Let me get rid of the background. That's how it looks, and it's fast. So hope that gives you a good feel of what the Bezigon tool does and how it can work in Gravit. All right, thanks.